So now listen here. So let's just talk about first what is function and variables. So you know, when you have x and when you have y, so if value of y depends upon value of x and value of x is independent. Now please keep in mind what I'm trying to say here, that value of x is what? Independent, and value of y depends on x. That means value of y depends on what? X. So in that case y is called function of x. So let us take for example that let's say your height varies with respect to your age. So you can say your height is a function of your age, let's say. Okay, so here age is what? Independent variable, and h is dependent variable. So what happens is, let us say you have this slopey area, and here you are walking like with some motivation. So when you are trying to move forward in x direction, let's say, you can call it horizontal one. Apart from that, when you move in x, if it was a straight road, right, in that case what would happen? In that case, when you are moving in this direction, only you are moving in one direction. Now because we have this slopey area, this one, when you are trying to move in forward direction, so you have covered this forward distance obviously, but along with that you have also covered this vertical direction. So let's say it's something called y. So because of the nature of this curve or this whatever terrain, because of this terrain, this curve, you can say your y depends on x. So y is a function of x. That is understood? Now if I have this question like that is okay, I got it, that if I go in x direction, sum of this, I would have this change in y direction, but how much is this thing? So let us say if I go one step, let us say one step only, just one step, according to that how much you observe change in y or vertical direction. That is nothing but, if I call this small step delta x, according to that, if I get this small step delta y, that is called delta y per delta x, you can see. Or also you can write like this thing as like this. That is giving you idea for each step what is change in y. So if it was same, let us say it was a same terrain, then it is very easy thing, like per unit step you will get same change. Per unit step you will find same change in every step, like that. But if it is like this, then you will find somewhat different, and somewhat different. So this change with respect to another quantity which is dependent quantity. So y is changing with respect to x. So y, now I'm being specific, change in y with respect to smallest change in x is called slope, obviously, first thing you know it, or differentiation. So here we have this word smallest, that means this delta y by delta x when delta x is nearly 0, very small, and that is called dy by dx. Okay, now what will happen? So if we have some function, see, it is not possible to draw this thing all the time, but let us say now, just being mathematical, this is some function x versus y graph, and if they follow a particular function like this, let's system. So at this particular point, if you want to find slope, you can draw either tangent, you can find whatever, right? This is the smallest possible slope you can find out, and that is called dy by dx. So instead of going this much in detail, we'll just focus on this part. If let's say y is 2x plus 5, then dy by dx is 2, right? How did you do that? Then we have this particular formula, x raised to n, then dy by dx is equals to n x raised to n minus 1. So I'm keeping this mathematical part now clean. Let us try. This is called Likhit. Okay, Likhit, now pay attention. Till now it's try. I was just trying to make you understand how this derivative thing works. Now there are many functions. Let's say if you have y is equals to sine x, so y is a function of what? X only. So simply you can find dy by dx. Now what is happening? Y is equals to sine, let's say, t. Now you can find out dy by dt, but if I ask you what is dy by dx, So here is a trouble. We need to ensure that if t depends on x or not, because what do we mean by this thing? Dy by dx, that means change in y with respect to smallest change in x. So if y डिपेंड ही नहीं करता समझो x पे, तो वो ज़ीरो हो जाएगा. दैट इज़ यूजुअली ज़ीरो इफ y डज नॉट डिपेंड ऑन x, राइट? तो in that case we will try to see if y is depending on t, so whether t depends on x or not, right? So you have asked about this particular example, y is equal to sine 2x plus 5. Simplest way of doing is, what we will assume that this part is, let's say, some t. So y is equal to sine t. So what will be derivative? dy by dt. तो dy by dt क्या होगा? cos t. But the problem is t, right? Actually y is sin 2x plus 5. तो अगर मुझे फाइंड आउट करना है dy by dx, तो हम क्या करेंगे? देखो, पहले let's just assume let us say, how can I explain this? Okay, ठीक है. Now listen, one way of doing this, पहले इसको assume कर लो कि ये तुम्हारा t है. तो तुम कैसे करोगे? cos t into क्या करोगे? dt by dx. अब देखो, dy by dx cos t dt by dx, तो क्या होगा? d by dx of 2x plus 5. Then you can do it. dy by dx is equals to cos t into इसका डिफरेंशिएशन, you know the formula, 2 into 1 plus 0, that is nothing but I hope you got it. चलो.